Hi, Earth signs. It is Ray. Welcome back to my channel, or the Earth elements, I should say. Happy Virgo New Moon. It is already peaked. In this reading, we're covering the Regulus Gateway, which is something that I recently learned about, and the Virgo New Moon. The Regulus Gateway, I have some notes. But before I get into the notes, I'm going to do this the way this, Lord. As long as I'm guided to do this elemental versus all 12 signs, we will do a collective reading for the element, and then we'll pull for the individual sign at the end. But that'll be the flow until further notice. But I do have some notes on the Regulus Gateway. Let us pray first, and then we'll get into it. I had to get the birds straight, so we shouldn't have any arguments from the birds. We'll see. There's this one cardinal beefing with another cardinal, and every time the second cardinal comes onto the balcony, it's like a tag, you're it. I don't know. It's been a feud going on for a couple of months now. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking about this in your reading though. 144. Let's pray. Happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, August 23rd, 2025. Let's get into it. Okay. Pray. God, divine source, angels, ancestors, guides, universe, thank you for allowing me to guide the earth signs, the earth element, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on this Regulus Gateway activation portal, as well as Virgo New Moon energy for them. Thank you for allowing me to be a clear channel, clear vessel, and clear spirit as I speak to them on what to expect as the month unfolds. God, please bless each and every heart and soul that taps into this energy with me whenever they are guided to do so. Allow us all to be divinely guided, divinely protected. No weapon from the God shall prosper. Thank you for divine protection. Gratitude, Ashe. That was very interesting. Hold on, let me write that down. Okay, so Regulus Gateway, you may know about it. It's new to me, may be true to you. Could be new to you too, but we'll learn together. All right, and if you're coming from fire, I'm going to mention this I'm going to go through this spill in each element at the beginning, because not everyone watches all of their placements. Okay, so Regulus Gateway, it is the brightest star in the Leo constellation. It's known as the heart of the lion. It represents royal consciousness. It's one of the 4 royal stars of ancient astrology. This gateway influences spiritual awakening. It represents a higher self activation as well as a crown chakra activation. It also highlights your courage, purpose, and generosity. And I think I said royal consciousness, and it's known as the heart of the lion. So that's just the brief synopsis. You can continue to do your research. The energy of this peaked yesterday. According to, hold on, I need to get that phone. Hold on. The energy peaked yesterday, but according to the research, it's a 3-day period. It started on the 21st, and the peak of it ends today. But the energy is ongoing until the gateway activation next year in August. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Let's get started. Since the Regulus Gateway is the heart, is known as the heart of the lion, we're using the heart oracle. Someone is country as hell. But we're using all oracle, no tarot. Okay, it's a first for me, but here's what it is. Hold on, let me light this incense. Let me write this timestamp. Okay. So for earth signs collectively, there's this energy, and I got this from how the prayer went, where I stumbled within the prayer. There is a part of yourself that has been forgotten about, okay? Whatever this part of yourself that has been forgotten about, this is, it's kind of like, you know, the energy of realizing like you're too nice, you're too sweet, you're too inviting, and then not, instead of seeing this as a gift that you carry and learning how to have a boundary with that, it's more so you just restrict it altogether, you forbid it all. It feels like a forbidden energy. But let's see, collectively, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, the base chakra, root chakra, hear thyself. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Regulus gateway. We're going to cover the Regulus portal first, and then we'll cover the Virgo New Moon, and then we'll cover each sign individually. Hi, Gems. I like how that flows off the tongue. All right, what's going on here? You see this? All right, we're going to do something different. Woo! The throat chakra. With earth signs, I just need one from this. Thank you. Your root chakra is heavily highlighted at this time. You have strengthening bonds in reverse. We have 1-1 so far. One is upright, one is in reverse. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Regulus, gateway, portal activation. Darkest spheres in reverse, that's 9 energy. I feel like there's one more. And I think this is healing that fell on my lap. 11. No, yeah. Well, this is heal, not healing, but it's 17. Representing Aquarius energy, but you do have detachment on the bottom, 11, and then base chakra, strengthening bonds are both 11. Now, when we see 11, we see it's Make-A-Wish. I don't know why I see the Make-A-Wish Foundation, but with Make-A-Wish, right? And then you have clarity of belief underneath, which is also another one. So you could be seeing a lot of ones at this time, right? But the energy, like when we see ones, freshness, new energy, new beginning, a new start. The key word is new. But the way this energy just looks in these cards, it's not what the fuck you want. It's not hitting. It doesn't have you excited. It doesn't have you aroused. It doesn't have you, like, it's not turning you on. It's not inviting. It's not seducing. It's just not hitting on anything. Now let me show you the cards together, okay? Because this definitely feels like more work, no play. But we have the root chakra, okay? I hear the beginning. It's giving alpha. With all of these ones, it's giving alpha. But in order to get in an alpha energy, and I'm not speaking of, you know, the whole alpha male, alpha female, the collective term. That's not what I'm hitting on right now, okay? I don't know why I keep saying hitting on, but anywho, there's a specific alpha, you know, the beginning, the first, right? And I do feel like you are the first earth signs to do something, you know. It could be as simple as, and not to simplify it or make it a small thing, but, you know, like the first to go to college, the first to start your own business, the first to choose yourself, the first to honey, dust yourself off and try again, the first to make something of your future despite your past, whatever it is. I hear the word indifferent, but it's giving first alpha energy for you. However, the experience of you getting to this point, again, base chakra, strengthening bonds in reverse, darkest spheres in reverse. Just look at the energy of the cards, okay? We have heal, breaking chains, breaking cycles, and then you have detach. Like, this isn't, like, the energy of it is like it's not something like you're jumping for joy for it. It's more so like, I hear "here we go again," but I hear that in DMX's voice. Shout out to DMX. Hope he's living his best life, which whatever realm he's in. Hold on. Hi, y'all. Y'all gotta forgive me because I be in the comments after the fact. Hi. Please forgive me if I mispronounce. Shermango. Trini Garcia. Hi, the Moon Girl. Oh, thank you, Salt. And I just put all the cards back in the deck too, but no, we need to deal with this. We need to read it. So let me pull it back out. So there could be, something could be, this portal. August 8 does represent cycles. It can represent being stuck in a never-ending loop. But it's more, and I shuffled the card. Hold on, what's happening? So the only thing that's still left out here, because I shuffled everything else back in unconsciously, you have heal, detach, and darkest fears is in reverse. So going back to the alpha energy, I feel like this portal is asking you to omega some shit. Like truly. I feel like there is something you're being asked to walk away from, break free from, something that you are tethered to. This could be anything. It could be a false truth. It could be a fear. Because, you know, the only way to overcome a fear is to embrace it and embark on it. If you're scared to kill a bug, killing a bug will help you overcome that fear, you know. It could be as simple as that, but it could be as major as just walking away from something, detaching. It looks like she's walking away. This is Aquarius energy falls in winter. So I do feel like winter solstice, something is shifting for you. I do feel like whatever this shift is has to do with the fear. But I do feel like this portal is assisting you with the major life ending for a major new beginning. But alpha is something that it's brand new. You know, it's the first of the first, you know. The wind just picked up. As I said that, and as I acknowledged it, the wind stopped. But yeah, there's something changing in the winter for sure. November 17th could be a significant day for you. Doesn't have to be, but let's see. Earth signs. Yeah, well-deserved reward, which is representing the Nine of Cups, and then you have Master. This came out for the fire signs as well. I don't know what that was, but the thought that I had before whatever that was in my kitchen. Is it raining? What is that noise? Anywho, Leo season could have been very trying for you. Something could have ended in Leo season for you, or something. You just realize, like, I just hear enough is enough, or something is, I hear officially over as I look at these chains. And I often say, which it is a fact, a lot of times when we do the right thing, because we're always taught to serve others before we serve ourselves. So a lot of times doing the right thing, rebelling against that narrative, it feels uncomfortable, even though it's the right thing to do. And for some of you, it's the righteous thing to do. Like righteous, the word righteous is very loud. The month of November is just, there's change. I do feel like November is, it feels like harvest season for you, but it's like you're embracing it with discontentment, with this detach. It's like, yes, the old life is, I hear, dead and gone, and a new life is upon you, a well-deserved reward. But I feel it in my heart, like shit hurts. It's like, how can I celebrate if the homies can't celebrate with me, but everyone can't go? And it really is that lonely at the top. But then on the bottom, you have trust, zero, the full. It's alpha. It's a whole new world, a brand new beginning. Okay, what's the song? I don't know. I don't know the lyrics. Okay, but a whole new world, a new foundation. You are worthy and deserving of this. But it's like it's like being restricted to only being able to enjoy it with yourself, and being so uncomfortable within that energy. And I feel like this heart of the lion, I do, maybe I'm not about to crown this live, okay? But I do feel like there is a pulling on your heartstrings for you to I feel like it's an activation of self-love. Even if you embody self-love right now and you're well versed in it, like there's this, it's different. Something is just, it's about to hit different. And as you see, he is on this pedestal by himself, and this is nine energy. So in this 9 year, before we shift into the astrological new year of 2026, which happens in March, there's, you're walking away from a lie. And who and what you're walking away from, some it's like to never be seen of or heard from again. And really moving into that energy of they can see you but cannot touch you. So but detaching from the past, 9/11, this is the tower moment, okay? But again, it's going from Twin Towers to Egyptian New Year type shit with this hill being here. But it's, you're being like, even though the celebration may be solo, I don't know what celebration this is for you individually, but you are collectively experiencing something new to celebrate. It's like, instead of just, what's the word I'm looking for? Not spoiling, but like just being lavish and ravish within your own energy. It's like you more so feel, you feel restricted. It's like, you know, you could just pick up and fly anywhere in the world if you wanted to, just as an example, okay? Or just go shit. You don't have limitations to where you want to eat. You don't have to work with a certain budget, or like truly just pour it into you. But it's like, instead you just choose to just fucking be in the house with a cup of tea or coffee, or a glass of fucking wine, and just, honey, drink or smoke yourself till you fucking pass out. Because I mean, I don't have nobody to celebrate with, so what the fuck I'm gonna go celebrate? Like, I don't know. It's like, just because people aren't around you doesn't mean life doesn't need to be experienced, is a point that I'm trying to make, okay? Okay. Feels like you're holding on to a lot of energy that's not meant for you to hold on, and that needs to end. Like, it just shit that is none of your concern, okay? None of your concern. It's like, when I, whatever I'm speaking of, when, honey, your heart is judged against the fucking feather, it's like none of these reasons or excuses will matter. So why this, why the face, why this face, you know? And there's also this energy of not truly realizing just how much you have broken, changed, detached, healed, fucking healed the heart, mastered overcoming fears, like not even being able to truly see it physically, even though it's existing in your own very eyes, because of, it's like you're so concerned about everything and everyone else. I don't know. I don't know. Let's clean this up and repull though. And just here, let them worry about them. I don't know who them is, but yeah. And then it's like, for some, okay, now, no children should be listening to me, okay? We about to take it a little, what's it, rated, we about to go rated MA real quick. Mature audience. That's what MA stand for, I think. I don't know. Anywho, I'm about to, sorry, I didn't mean to kick the table. But we about to go rated MA real quick, okay? So get your kids occupied. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds, because some of y'all, yes, y'all be doing what y'all want to do, okay? 5 seconds. Okay, so when it comes to self-pleasure, because I saw the sacral chakra, when it comes to self-pleasure, you know, there are some people, women, I'm speaking more so women specifically, because, you know, there is clitoral stimulation. Not every woman is stimulated through the clitoris, you know, some are stimulated through penetration. And I've had multiple conversations with women that are stimulated through the clitoris, and others through physical penetration. And I've noticed that for those that prefer, or that are more stimulated through penetration, when it comes to self-pleasure, it is more difficult for them, okay? You hear the birds fighting? Okay, we've been at peace this whole motherfucking time, okay? But yeah, it's a fight, it's a conflict with yourself, okay? And then it's more so, that self-conflict then becomes a reason to how do I say this? Create unhealthy spiritual bonds due to the weaknesses of the flesh, okay, like the church folks say it, all right. And I don't mean that to mock them in any way, but seriously, the flesh can become weak, and this self-discipline can be very, very difficult. But honey, truly, with the mind you can do anything. With the mind and with followed action, and you know, you can make it do what it do. It is possible. But the struggle, and it's like, even when I offer ideas of encouragement to do, like, I don't encourage the rose, okay? I have never owned a rose, okay? I don't encourage anyone to buy a rose. I just, artificial pleasure, just, yes, I'm an Aquarius North Node, but that shit, it doesn't make sense. It's not realistic, because when you, perfection doesn't exist, okay? So, and exploration, it just takes the fun out of exploration. That's not the fucking point, but it's that energy of instead of, you know, getting creative to find a way, a natural way or an alternative method. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. It's just like, you know, fuck it, I'm doomed to this, I'm stuck like this, you know. It's like you don't have to be stuck if you don't want to be stuck. That's a chosen mindset. That is a chosen narrative. So yeah, I'm just in that part there and repull. Okay. I just keep hearing, you can do it, put your back into it, but you can do it. But there's heavy energy on the willingness to explore, whether this is exploring your body, male or female, or just exploring life. Or, you know, as we evolve, we don't like the same shit, you know. We stop liking certain foods and start indulging in different foods. But it's like, you know, in order to know if you like a different type of cuisine, you have to try it, right? Now, I'm not saying that everything that you're curious about should be tried. Discernment, okay? Again, this is for mature audiences only. But have maturity with how you maneuver, but don't not maneuver because you feel restricted. There's always a loophole. And it doesn't have to be a loophole that goes against your moral values or your personal code. It doesn't have to be. All right. Earth signs. What else do you have to say in regards to this gateway? Rebuild, starting over. Again, Alpha, Tower moment. The sacral chakra came out. And, you know, when it comes to self-pleasure, it doesn't have to be, we don't have to simplify it to sex or pleasure, you know. But pleasure doesn't have to be simplified to something sexual, you know. Y'all might be in the fucking gutter. But it could travel, you know, in the country, out of the country, flying by yourself, taking road trips by yourself. Like, I don't know. It's just something about the solo journey. Yeah, listen, the High Priestess. I don't know, but sexual exploration is loud. I don't know. I don't know. But it's also giving people that it's giving going from sexually restricted to 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, I don't know why this is a theme, but that's what the fuck, that's the channel, okay, at the moment. All right, let's move on. What else for the earth signs? But we can bring it to sacral chakra does rule creativity at blossom and being able to, you know, birth an idea into physical form. And this seed, yeah, the seed is the mind. It doesn't have to be physical, or it could be physical. But it feels like something just feels like a situation is being, like, I see the skull emoji, and that's not an emoji I like to use personally. It's just, everything is energy. But I'm seeing the skull emoji as like ending. And it also feels like for a lot of you that are desiring like long-term relationships, partnerships, whether this is romantic or platonic, there is something about yourself. You see her hands are over her heart. There's some, it just feels like self-love mastery on a whole nother level. And then, you know, each one teach one. That's about to be said throughout every element at this point. Passing that vibration along, you know? Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. Yeah, C, 9. But seeking you shall find, heavy. But going back to what I said about the forgotten, like the forgotten part of yourself, I feel like that's connected to this rebuild energy. It feels like a breakthrough, like this lightning is giving a breakthrough. And as I say, you can tell the month of February will be significant in addition to November. I think I mentioned November at first. But that was what I was about to say. Oh yeah, you can tell the difference between, you know, when the weather is doing the weather and when there's a war in the sky. And I do feel like for certain thunderstorms or certain weather patterns that you hear, it's like, I don't know what some of you are experiencing like behind closed doors, but it's like your ancestors are fighting for your fucking life, you know? But are you fighting for your own life too, you know? I don't know. It's like fighting for someone's love. But it's like if only they could love themselves how you love them. I don't know what this is about or what I'm connecting to, but yeah. Anything else? Yeah, base chakra in reverse, but then you have success and growth on the bottom. There is a brand new beginning coming. Again, well-deserved rewards, success and growth, wish fulfillment. But it's this energy of truly being happy and whole in joy and in celebration and in recognition and reward solo. It's like achieving something heavy, but no one comes to the graduation. No one comes to the celebration. No one comes to the event. And respectfully and not disrespectfully, but fuck them people, because it doesn't, you showed up for you, and that's what matters, and that's what needs to be celebrated. Fuck who else does it, you know, respect for who does, but who doesn't, and like so much energy is being given to who does not. But knowing that the same motherfucking people that are not physically showing up are still fucking watching you. Give them a show to watch, okay? Because you have something to celebrate. And this isn't about shitting or stunning or nothing. It's about this is what it looks like when you choose yourself. Yeah. And yeah, pass that. Pass. Here, puff up, pass. Who is smoking? Take a hit for me. All right, let's move on. To the Virgo New Moon for Earth signs. And as Earth energy, the Earth is truly your oyster. But oysters are found at the bottom of the ocean. Right? I think so. I think I'm right. But the point is, not everyone can, you know, not everyone can dive that deep. And where is the bottom of the ocean? Like, does the ocean have a bottom? That's getting into technicalities. Let me not go there. All right, Virgo New Moon for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. One at a time, please. Thank you. Interesting, that came out for the fire signs too. Nana Baruku. The ancestors are very active with this Virgo New Moon. Higher perception, passion. Taurus, Virgo, Santa Muerte. You have sorcery, revolution. So, I don't know who I said this for the fire signs, but we were talking about healing hands. But for you, as the earth element on this planet Earth, it's giving like how your energy is connected to the heartbeat. Like they're showing me the earth as a heartbeat and you being a contribution to the rhythm of that beat. Does that make sense? Okay. Yeah, like this food meditation icon, this is all food that is grown from the earth, the heartbeat, the love, the nurture, the nourishment of it, which is connected to the ancestry. So, and I'm just seeing like open fields, land, so farming. What are we talking about? Virgo New Moon for earth signs. So for a lot of you, I don't know, this food meditation being on the bottom is giving, because we have a Virgo new moon in September, but that one is an eclipse. So but for this one, it's giving like it's giving why can I not talk today? Agriculture, is that how you say it? Or is it agriculture? I think it's agriculture. It flows better on my tongue saying it in agriculture, okay? But yeah, that type of energy. But they're bringing me to the focus of the ending of that word, culture. So it does feel like there's something, I hear emerged and immersed into a new culture. It's also giving blended families. I feel like I'm like, the downloads are like ping pong in my mind. I don't even play ping pong, but anywho, moving on. What else? Well, damn. So going back to the heartbeat of the earth, right? For a lot of you, I don't know if you do community. I don't know if you do community gatherings, projects, what you do in the community. If you don't, you're being asked to, because it's, again, it's connected to the heartbeat of the earth. With this tolerance, I feel like your tolerance is expanding, like where you felt like, you know, your it's giving the energy, God will never give you more than you can bear, but or put more on you than you can bear, or whatever choice of words you choose to input. But spirit knows what you can handle, and if you feel like you cannot handle it, you're just not tapping into your full capacity, basically. um yeah, it's like with taking deep breaths, it's one thing just to breathe, it's another thing to do a belly deep breath, you know. It's one thing to just do it from the lungs, but it's another thing to hit it, get it from the gut, you know, just metaphorically speaking. But I do feel like you're being called to give back in a different way, which is connected to this sorcery revolution. But with Sanskrit Morte being here, offering, it represents a sacrifice. And then you have unconditional love, the blueprint on the bottom. Literally, the heart of the earth. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. But with higher perception and passion, it's like telling yourself you don't like something, but you haven't even had the experience to be like, you don't fucking like it. You know? I don't know. I don't know. It's going back to that trying new things. And it's also, it's like they're showing me someone that's like, you know, this isn't part of my lineage, this isn't part of my history, my ancestors didn't do this. But yes, they did. But I'm getting, it got, something got lost in translation, lost in the, I'm getting lost in the sauce. But it's like history, the information is incorrect due to history in some form or fashion. But that energy with Sanskrit Morte is being dispelled, and with higher perception, they're enlightening you to something, but it's up to you to receive. You're not receiving something, but once you do, that creates a revolution within itself. And then it's like whatever you have been rejecting or sacrificing that truly is good for you will be a change, will be a life change within itself. We've been all over the place, but I hope that makes sense. Uh, we're gonna change the tune just a little bit. Again, we all over the place, but we're gonna flow. And for some of you, you have, when it comes to dating, you have this habit of falling for people that you don't originally like. I've been through this path before. It's connected to looking for love in all the wrong places and not realizing that you're craving your your energy, heart, soul, whatever it is, multiple parts. Um, they're craving something that you don't even realize is a deficit within yourself. And for a lot of you, it's like you fall in love after sex. Like you start, it's like if the sex is good, we can keep it pushing, you know? For a lot of you, sex is a deal breaker for you. So, I mean, to each its own, but going back to the energy of exploration, like, you know, you can't, not everyone likes to be pleased in a certain way, not in the same way, or in a certain way. I don't know why certain is very loud, but I just keep saying scenes from 50 Shades of Grey. But I don't know what the fuck this is, okay? I don't know. I don't know. Are y'all horny or something? Are you just, you feel sexually, are you going through a drought? You could not be going through a drought, but that it doesn't mean that you're actually being pleasured, you know? People be lying all the time, okay? Learn the real moans from the fake moans. But yeah, which metaverse? I hear T.I., you can have whatever you like, but only if you could truly see that for yourself. I don't know. We're gonna clean this up because the message, we got lost. I got lost. Let's recall Virgo New Moon. Sheesh, Louise. Hi, Naya. So that's interesting. You brought up Harry Potter. Baby, I was raised in a military Pentecostal household. I was not allowed to watch Harry Potter growing up. I recently watched Harry Potter as an adult, and when I had my niece here what month we in? Last month, I put her on to Harry Potter. But she's just a magical being. She truly is, okay? And she be on the Harry Potter. The way she says it, it's just so cute. But in watching it, just as an adult, it's innocent. It really is innocent. I mean, there's light and there's dark, but I feel like that. It's like, I'll relate it to money grows on trees. You know, people be like, money doesn't grow on trees, but yet money is made from trees, and trees truly are abundant. It's people that destroy the rainforest and shit. Okay, we're not gonna go political, but a lot of people and humans contribute to that. But yet the earth is abundant, and when we was on lockdown, okay, baby, the coral reef grew back, the earth replenished itself. And I feel like the energy of magic, and to go back to Harry Potter, anything else that is magical, like Charmed, or what's the other one? I've been rewatching Touched by an Angel, okay? Honey, Touched by an Angel just does something to my soul. It just makes me want to just be a good Samaritan in the world, okay? And it just inspires me to help someone. But I feel like, you know, magic is, it's how do I say this? It's a way. God is spiritual, whether you believe it's God, Buddha, whomever. It's spiritual. Jesus, it's spiritual energy. No, we haven't experienced it in physical form, but it's a belief. It's a belief. It's a spiritual connection. It's an energy that we can fall in love with. It's an energy that we are protected by. It's an energy that gives us light. Why am I getting emotional? Light and hope, and all of that. And I feel like something like Harry Potter, especially the energy of Harry Potter. Shout out to Harry Potter because he's a Leo. But no, the energy of Harry Potter is hope. And even when you are the non-popular one, or you know, your family's last name isn't hidden like it's supposed to hit, like it's, you can create the legacy. I mean, you know, there's history behind the whole Harry Potter, but it's just, baby, you don't have to be stuck to fucking slaving your life away for somebody else's shit, to the Matrix, sorcery revolution. You're magical too. We always tell kids, you know, you can be whatever you want to be when you grow up, you know, and do all of that encouragement. But, you know, sometimes the energy of Harry Potter, hope for change, that shit is a reflection of love, the love to see something better come to light, and to dispel the darkness. I don't know, I went on a tangent. Let's get back to this. Virgo New Moon for the earth placements, please. I feel the need to keep going on the Harry Potter, but I'm not. I'm not. Sexuality, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with y'all's the flesh and the organs, okay? But you have the first card that came out is Sing in reverse. I don't know why I feel the need to, you know, as much as we want to dive and be in the light, we can never forget that darkness exists. Okay. However, what is created from darkness is truly, it's up to us. But as I say that, they're taking me to the void, like a baby in the womb, pregnancy. When the baby is in the stomach, that is a form of darkness for them. They're not exposed to the outside world, the light of the sun, you know? And it's very interesting because there's been this narrative, well, yeah, this narrative of needing to go back to when you were in the womb, but it's coming up for you too. It's earth energy, so it's you're connected to the Empress card, so it makes sense. But it's like, you know, when it comes to the baby being in the womb, and this is going to trigger some of y'all, I'm sorry, I just have to give the message, but it's like you can be in the belly of love and light and care and nourishment, or you can be in the belly of the beast, which is a representation of the darkness. But a lot of, you know, for people that are unaware, that's just not something that's thought about, but it is a long-term effect for the child and their experiences and what they attract, which is a lot of times, you know, when we get past healing our own shit and then we try to figure out what the fuck is going on and why we still experiencing shit, we healing our mama and our daddy shit too, because honey, they were just unaware, but we are aware, so we have a job to do. Which Dr. Wisdom, but also we live in a society where certain terms have been demeaned, degraded, such as the term witch and magic and all of that shit. Now, not everyone uses that energy for light, but the energy has been degraded. I mean, it's like, you know, the mind, you think of witches, you think of the fucking Salem witch trial, okay? Not a positive experience. And who's to say they were even doing black magic? Perception is everything. I don't, this has, what I'm saying has nothing to do with the cards. But back to the cards. With seeing being in reverse, it feels like there's a part of yourself, again, going back to forgetting about a part of yourself. There is a part of yourself that you are not expressing, not exposing. That is a part of your true nature that this new moon, as well as this portal, is shifting you to expel, expose. More so the energy of expelled. And in the sexuality card, there's 3 dolphins behind her. So I don't know, the energy of looking at something very degrading and in a negative light is truly a shift in perspective will reflect a healing. I'm getting a healing mannerism of the energy instead. I don't know. Anything else? Hermetic Create came out in reverse, so you're not, but healing is underneath on the bottom. Let me give you an example. So, again, I was raised in a very strict household, okay? I wasn't allowed to wear jeans for a very long time. I wore skirts, or, y'all remember the long jean skirts? Baby, I had about every fucking one, okay? But when I did, like, wear jeans, or if I had to wear something with the belt, like, I've been this size all my life, okay? But I am active. I don't be in the gym. I am active, but I've been this size all my life. But when it comes to my body and my figure, like, how do I describe it? Bodycon is my type, okay? And so I remember, like, there would be so many times, like, my stepmother would have me try on clothes, and it would be clothes that needed a belt, and when I would put on the belt, she would always judge me. Now, baby, they be watching me, so hey, but it's my truth, okay? I just feel like someone's gonna hear this story and run tell them, but go ahead. God bless. Just put the shit on fucking play, okay? They can hear it from my mouth. But anywho, she would always judge me and say how I was too tight, how I was trying to do this to get attention. And it had nothing to do with what the fuck she was talking about, okay? That's how I like it. It was my fashion. It was my style. It was my thing. And she was just like, it didn't hurt me, but it was like when I would do me, she judged the fuck out of me. And so I just became this shell of a being. And it's like now, like, of course, when I broke free, I rebelled like a motherfucker, okay? Like a motherfucker. But now it's like, I don't give a fuck, okay? But I had to tell myself and look in the mirror and do those affirmations like, Rachel, it's okay to show a little stomach or even show a little leg and not be viewed by the collective as you're thirsty for something. Like, it's okay to be yourself. It's okay. Like, it's okay to be comfortable in your own skin. Like, it's the psychological mind fucks. Like, I don't know who told you that it was not that, but if it's you, you do that, okay? I'm gonna just say that, and I hope that helps. I really hope it helps. Let's get into the individual signs. Jeez. Hi, Mook. You're welcome, Naya. Yes. Even when it comes to, like, fucking going out by myself, you know, people be like, oh, I mean, it's starting to become a theme now, but fuck these people, respectfully. I don't care who it is, respectfully. And then it just makes me, like, now that I am who I am today, and I have the mindset that I have, it's like, did you truly not want to be in the religion and environment that you were in because you felt like you couldn't authentically express yourself? Like what was the true energy that was being projected onto me, okay? But, you know, to each its own. I'm grown as fuck now. I don't have to deal with that. So, moving on. Let's get into Taurus. All right, Taurus placement, specifically the Regulus gateway, Virgo New Moon. What do you have to say to Taurus specifically? Hold on. have taking risks, enlightenment. It came out in reverse at first, and then I reset, and it came out upright. Forgiveness. Taurus placements, Regulus gateway, and Virgo New Moon. The hawk is your spirit animal at this time. Hold on, let me see the date that the hawk flew on my balcony. Hold on. But you have a hawk in this taking risks card. Where's my videos? Okay. Hold on, y'all. I have so many videos of the birds. Hold on. Okay, this is a day. This was on August 13th. Hold on, let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? But it just flew and sat on my balcony. But 13, so change, ending. But it's interesting because taking risk and enlightenment are looking at each other. It's kind of like a face-off energy coming together, merging. But I hear you're in for a hell of a journey between now or the next 12 months, because the next Regulus gateway is August of 2026. Taurus, but changes in reverse. Okay. So you have to initiate something. Feels like I am energy. The light is on the bottom, the birds. And then you have simplicity. So I do feel like Taurus placements, you struggle with, it's giving accomplishing one task after another. Like, it's like you, I don't know, some of you may feel like you work better through chaos, but chaos is more so working against you versus for you, because it's contributing to an energetic burnout. Whether you realize this or not, but there's enlightenment, because you see how this portal is opening at the top. Enlightenment coming, and I do feel like things may be removed from your plate. Tasks may be removed from your everyday life at this time, so that you can learn how to balance and tackle one thing at a time to ensure that everything is done wholly into its completion without fucking up or half-assing something. With taking risk, I do feel like you're being asked to not wait on anybody, okay? Carisha style, okay? Don't hit on nobody, don't wait on nobody, period. But yeah, with whatever you want to do, whatever you want to go, whatever you want to see, whatever you want to try, wherever you're guided, there is enlightenment there. There is something for you to learn, discover, experience. But as long as you are, I hear, on someone else's schedule, you're not going to achieve what needs to be achieved. It's just like I hear you're delaying life, you're delaying time. Now, if you're a feminine energy like me and you move solo, I can understand the hesitation, but you don't understand your protection. And you know, we have to be mindful. We have to move with mindfulness out here. And, you know, just be aware where you're going, okay? Especially, we got to take it there, but we do still have fucking racism in sundown fucking cities across America. So be wise in how you move, when you move, the time of day that you move, but still move, okay? Still move. It's like you tap into the wisdom, and then you come to the conclusion that obviously it's just not the time right now. when is it ever going to be the time? Like, the world is in the middle of a revolution. The world, the economy, every fucking thing is in the midst of a revolution. Okay, we're in a 9-year and the year of the snake. Okay, the shit, it's here. And a lot of us, honey, you've been in World War III since 2020. Okay, because that was the that was a mental pandemic within itself. But that's neither here nor there. The key word for you is go. Now, where you need to go, I don't fucking know. But it's a risk that you're being asked to take. You know where you need to go. It's been enlightened, but there is delay. And okay, so we touched on protection. If it's money, it's like whatever your excuse is, whatever your reason is, you are disconnected from the divine in that way. So it's heal that connection to eliminate that excuse. And the best way to heal that connection and eliminate that excuse is to walk by faith and not by sight. Believing it to see it, like I said, the fire signs, versus seeing it to believe it, okay? Which is walk by faith and not by sight is the same damn thing, just said in a different format. Enlightenment is walk by faith and not by sight, okay? This is a boat outside at night. They can't see what's on the horizon. They can't see what's on the water. Even if they have lights, like that light only gives them vision to a certain point of the fucking the water. But the water also represents infinite possibilities. Because where the fuck does the ocean end? It just connects somehow, some way, you know? So this change in reverse is a representation of excuses. Taking risk is a representation of don't knock it till you try it. Simply put. Anything else? But the experience to come is delight once you try it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, be open to new things. Because sitting still is not getting you anywhere. Okay, you sitting pretty, but it's like who's being able to experience your energy outside of you? Or whomever's in your immediate environment that you always around. Okay, because they're probably not living either. All right? So, flow and go. All right, Virgo. Virgo. So it's probably not going to be accurate. It's always a few seconds off because I always have to double check the timestamps. But it's 5808. You know, every time when I see 808, I think about black. Okay, boom, like an 808. Be making circles like a figure 8. Feels good from head to toe. Okay, so that sexual energy could be you. I mean, you are the only human sign, so makes sense. Anywho, transformation. All right, Virgo. Regulus gateway and Virgo New Moon for Virgo. Happy New Moon, Virgo. So I was about to read your comment, Mook. You see how my tone changed? And my heart clear quartz crystal just fell, okay? So I feel like, because I was about to say, you still saying build and destroy. The key word is still saying, okay? Switch that shit up. Hold on. Pick up my crystal. Okay, it's not cracked. All right, Virgo. Happy Virgo New Moon, Virgo. Welcome to Virgo season. Happy motherfucking birthday. Okay, and y'all was trying to rush Leos out of their season, okay? I know Leo season was pressure, but damn. But hey. All right, let's see what's up. We have adventures on the bottom. We have gateway in reverse, and you have delight that came out upright. I'm gonna take the adventures. Ooh, the wind just got heavy. Feel like So we've been giving, I'm just a vessel, but we've been giving birds as guides, okay? Well, not necessarily, because Leo had the white wolf, but you have Oya, specifically the mother of 9. Yeah, flow, protection. Okay, we'll keep this. This is enough. Hold on. She's the mother of 9, but we're... Damn, my shoes are on. I was about to get hella comfortable, but my tennis shoes are on. Anywho, let's keep... I feel like you need to... Hold on. I think that's the theme. Like, you're very uncomfortable, but Spirit is asking you to get comfortable. Whatever you're being asked to get comfortable in is connected to this energy of protection. Baby, the word projection wanted to fall off my tongue so damn bad. And then underneath is embracing. Protection versus projection. What does that mean? Like, what? Why are you bringing that up? Hold on, give me a second, Virgo. I don't even want to use this deck to clarify. Protection versus projection for Virgo. So you're projecting the worst outcome, but you're protected from the worst outcome. So the mother of 9, even though this is masculine energy, okay, I understand, because protection is a form, well, it's feminine and masculine, okay? Because it's like, you know, mother's love is a form of protection within itself. But the masculine energy is known to, you know, protect and provide. So it's duality. Anywho, so you're projecting the worst outcome. Your mind is honest. It feels like the power of your mind is being shown to you by how the way that you negatively think is producing the worst outcome. Yes, that was very hard to get out, which is why Gateway is in reverse. I do feel like life has you on an adventure. I mean, we're all on an individual adventure, right? But there's an adventure that you are being asked to flow with, which is letting me know there's a lot of change taking place at once within your immediate environment. And you may be getting comfortable, and then when you get comfortable, it's uncomfortable. It's like there's this issue of discerning what is meant for you to get comfortable in and what is meant for you to stay uncomfortable with. Yes, okay. Now, I do feel like this is a lesson within itself for you. There are 5 moons above his crown. Even though this is a 9 card, 5 represents change. There's a lot happening at once. But no matter what is happening, even if you are being directly affected, you are still protected, okay? It's like God is making a way at the last fucking minute, every fucking time, on purpose. At the last minute, heavily on purpose. Spirit is being very, very intentional with your life and how it is moving on a day-to-day, month-to-month, week-to-week basis. It's a part of teaching you to flow and explore and embrace. And it's think about children, right? We just came out of Leo season yesterday, okay? So, and Leo rules the 5th house, the inner child. If you think about children, when children are bored, they start to get louder, chaotic, destructive, okay? Or if they feel like they're lacking attention, you know, they will get loud enough to get some shit to shake. I'll just put it that way, right? And I feel like there is something that Spirit has been turning up loudly in your own personal life experience in a way that you cannot ignore it. And whatever this is, it could be one of the deepest, is I don't know, whatever this is kind of like It's like if you could sacrifice this for something else. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, to kick that. But if you can sacrifice this for something else, you would. Which I feel like is very dangerous for you because it's not something that you're meant to sacrifice, right? I don't know why, but they're showing me like someone who feels like they're not ready for parenthood, right? And it's going back to that energy that I spoke of. God will never give you more than you can bear. But like a young child, like someone teens, like baby, okay? A baby having a baby type of energy. And there are some people who choose to take on that task like a soldier. And there are others that view themselves as being too weak or, you know, feeling like it'll fuck up other life plans. So they don't take on the responsibility. And I'm in no way, shape, form, or fashion saying this in judgment, but this is how Spirit is giving it to me. So let me talk my shit, okay? So it's like, you know, if only, again, the Regulus gateway highlights courage, okay? So, and it's like, even when you think you can, it's in front of you to know that you can, okay? If you follow me. And it's like that energy of, I can. I hear the Night Professor, I can. Or is that the Night Professor? I'm seeing the Night Professor in my mind, but what's it? I can do whatever I say I can. I don't fucking know. Anywho, that's not the point. But going back to the not ready versus being, the courage versus the non-courage. The darkest fears is a representation of not even allowing yourself to be challenged in the situation. Okay? Just assuming and owning the weakness and whatever perceived lack that you have in a reality, whether this is lack of support, financial support, physical support, whatever the case may be. Not thinking that you can do it on your own or whatever the case. There's just something that it's like, nah, it's not me when it is you, you know? I hope the message is hitting how it's supposed to hit. But with this adventures, it's like, baby, just see what's up, okay? Truly see what's up. And the more that you say no, God is going to say yes. Again, something is very loud in your reality or about to be. And once you start to flow with the adventure of life, because truly each adventure is, it's another fucking badge of honor in this game of life. And with protection, it's like the energy of, you know, yes, you may have a scar. You're going to have something to remember it by, whether it could be anything. It could be PTSD. It could be a smell. It could be fucking voice. It could be I don't know. It could be anything. But no matter what that is, it's like that can't stop this energy. Like you're being asked to get into this. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, and any weapon that is formed against me to stop me, I will step over and overcome. Like that's the energy. That's the energy of this protection embodiment. What you're doing right now is opposite. Okay, it is. It's like you're allowing your fears to lead your life, but your fears are not your God. But some of you don't realize how you've been allowing your fears to be a God in your life, when your fears should be God-fearing. You feel me? So I hope that makes sense. That's all I have to say to you. I'm about to move on to Capricorn. I'll see you next week for your September reading. Capricorn. Okay. Regulus, what? Yeah, Regulus gateway and Virgo New Moon. What do you have for Capricorn specifically? Yes, I can. You have anxiety, master breath work. And also, if you struggle with anxiety, you should pay attention to your caffeine intake, because caffeine can contribute to anxiety. Sorry. But yeah, it does. Because it makes y'all jittery and shit. But anywho, Capricorn. Why is everything just sliding into my lap? Voyage. Ooh, new beginnings, change. Why is everyone getting change in reverse? So this is forced change. That's why. This is divine intervention. I hear thy will be done. But yeah. It also, the way that this is coming out just intuitively, it's giving like people are fucking with time. I don't know what that's about. But they're showing me time machines, but no, people are fucking with time. We'll take that. What else for Capricorn? Anything else? I feel like okay. Can I do that? Hold on. I'm gonna pull out this deck. I haven't used it yet, but we're about to use it for you. I just want to. It's a timing deck. This could be around your birthday season, but I don't feel like I'm speaking to just specifically Capricorn suns either. So yeah, this could just be in winter or in Capricorn season. Okay, can you clarify the time frame of what I see for Capricorn, please? Ooh, okay, it flew out. All right. Ooh. So May, and then on the bottom you have sometime in the future. I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna stick to what we see. Okay, but sometime in the future, but May came out. This is 19. May 19th could be a significant date, but 19 is just giving the sun energy, because 19 is the sun and the major arcana. But the month of May, I don't know what flower this is. If you know, definitely drop it. If not, don't worry about it. Okay, now let me show you. So, new beginnings, voyage, change in reverse. That could represent the timing of something. Also, May is 5, so change. You also had transformation in reverse, embracing in reverse. What did I just put? Oh, no. Yeah, transformation and embracing were both in reverse with inner peace here. Okay, so the new beginning, it feels... For some of you, it's in connection to family expansion, connection, partnerships. But it does feel like you are being... I don't necessarily want to say divinely guided, but it more so feels like you're not in control. It's like you're not in control of anything that's happening in your reality at this time on purpose. Because this transformation in reverse is, and with embracing, is giving me you putting your mind to it, you achieving it, right? But it's like you're not in the mindset to achieve whatever is about to be achieved. And this achievement is a reflection of this new beginning energy. It's August right now. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. That's 9 months. So 9. There could definitely be an expansion of something, whether this is family, a baby, you meeting your soulmate. I don't know. But with voyage, this voyage and how this baby well is being carried, it's like you're the baby well. You have no control over the destination of where this big well is taking you. The mama, the daddy, spirit, God, your ancestors, whomever is involved in what's happening in your life at this time, what is staying, what is going. It's like you don't even have time to make it's like the decisions are all being made for you. but it's meant to be that way. Not to say like you have no control over your life, you know, you're not an adult. I'm not saying anything like that. You have control over, you know, whether you pay your bills or not, you know, what you eat today and tomorrow. But when it comes to just work, community, your projects, like there's a specific path. It's like one step is connected to the other, that it's not meant for you to even see it or acknowledge it that way, even though I'm bringing it to your attention. And I feel like I'm bringing it to your attention because you could be having trouble understanding the root of why certain things are chaotic at this time. This is why, okay? And that's really all you need to know. But we're going to clean this up. But by the time we get to May of next year, which is also interesting because 2026 is a 10-year and 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. So 2026, baby. New beginnings. It's lit. I hear it's up and it's stuck. All right. Capricorn. Pleasure. So I feel like at this time, especially since May is 9 months away, like you are literally, I feel like there's a seed that's, it's like there's a seed that's being planted within you. And it's like, who's responsible of taking care of this seed? Because we've been talking a lot about self just today throughout the readings, but it's like your spirit team is responsible for how this seed grows. I don't know, something is it's just heavy energy on divinely orchestrated. Okay, the orchestration is, it has God's signature. Okay, and God's signature is, baby, some shit is just unexplainable. Okay, and this is going to just play out over time, so just pay attention. Between the first month, which is now, or this could start September 1st, we can mirror the energy until May. But the theme, whatever is happening, is for you to get to this new beginning is associated with mad pleasure. Okay, I don't know who's from the north, but yeah, happiness. Anything else for Capricorn? It's like you know, and I feel like this came up for you recently, kind of, sort of, but not directly as I'm about to say it. But it's like, you know, we go through the experience of being a fallen angel. I feel like when we are unaware, we're in the energy of fallen. And then when you are aware and you choose to fall, the consequences are just heavier. That's just my perception. But I do feel like it's like you're going from the energy of being like kicked out of heaven to reaccepted into heaven as the angel that you are. I don't know. That could have went over some of your heads. It's okay. But if you understand what I mean, then it's for you. Anything else? I think that's it. I keep seeing purity. So this could have definitely started in August. Embracing and taking risk, which came out for, was it Taurus? May is Taurus season, right? Yeah, it is. So I just hear big shit popping, little shit stopping, Capricorn. I don't know what that means, but it does feel like I'm seeing like someone's like take a step, but it's a step up. It's giving like you're just know that you're moving in the right direction, whether you can feel this, see this or not. Yeah, power. Something, the orchestration is crazy, okay? And you cannot understand, but some things, I just hear right now, it's not meant for you to understand. Just know the result of this is a new beginning filled with pleasure and fulfillment, okay? Okay. All right, let me put a final card for the earth signs, and then who's next? Air. Air is next. Anything else? Move. This is really like the Chariot. And then heart chakra is on the bottom. So this is 7/4, July 4th. That's in America, that's Independence Day. And I said that you're the heartbeat of the earth, right? Yeah. So, and then underneath that is new vitality. This will be magician energy. But then underneath that, you have darkest spheres again. So I do feel like you're very protective of your heart, which constricts how it constricts and restricts how you love, how you give. It just affects every being of you, especially being connected to earth energy, when the theme of us on earth is unconditional love. It's one of them. In addition to the 7 virtues versus the 7 deadly sins, and this is 7 energy chariot. But for you, it does feel like there's a need to really just assert your independence, more so assert your love independently. Fuck how people judge how you show up. Just show the fuck up, okay? I hear how you deliver, none of that matters, but showing up is a part of spreading love. I don't know. That was low-key a bar though. But heavy energy on don't allow anyone to define you, especially how you choose to give and receive. I feel like for a lot of you, your love language doesn't even fall within the categories of the love languages that we know today. Like it's something else. And you know, it could be very difficult for someone in this society that loves to live by labels to not be able to labelize or define something, but not everything is meant to be defined. Okay? It's just like when people are speaking in tongues, what fucking language is it? Do we know? Do we? Do we? Just as an example. But whatever your language is, if people don't understand it, fuck it. If somebody does, and continue to show up, okay? Okay, that's what I have to say. I love y'all. I'm not supposed to timestamps. And then be back for air signs. And then we're going to do water, okay? Love you. Bye.